Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Man United Inside again. Please subscribe and turn on notification for Manchester United updates. Pep Guardiola is expecting the best version of Manchester United ahead of this weekend's Manchester derby. City welcome their crosstown neighbors to Eastlands on Sunday as the Premier League champions continue their push for the league title. The Citizens sit second in the table, a point behind Liverpool, having won 16 of their last 18 games in all competitions. Meanwhile, Manchester United enter the derby in mixed form, having lost last weekend to Fulham before an unconvincing FA Cup win at Nottingham Forest in midweek. City also have the upper hand in recent meetings, winning 5 of the last 6 Manchester derbies, but Guardiola is expecting the best version of Manchester United to arrive at the Etihad this weekend. Always, I expect the best from our opponents. Always, I expect the best from Manchester United, but I don't talk about what they do, Guardiola said at his pre-match press conference. As opponents, I respect too much, and I don't want any misunderstandings of my words. I have a lot of respect for them, and a lot of respect for the institution. United, Eric, and the players. City thrashed Manchester United 6-3 in the same fixture last season with Erling Haaland and Phil Foden each scoring hat-tricks. Guardiola was asked about the goal-scoring records of that duo in the derby, after each also netted at Old Trafford earlier in the campaign. I don't know what is going to happen, and if I knew which players would score goals, then they would play. I am not able to. I am a good manager, but I am not able to read the future, so I don't know. Guardiola also provided an update on Jack Grealish and confirmed the England winger will miss the clash after suffering a setback in his recovery from injury. No, he will not be fit for this weekend. We don't have an alternative. Setbacks in life are always there. It's how you overcome it. Again and again. Andre Onana believes he has acclimatized to life at Old Trafford after a tough start to his Manchester United career. I already know the goalkeeper that I am, but it took me 6 months or 7 months, not just to play good, just to feel good. So, it was just something strange. I don't know. It was a difficult time for me. Everything was new. It was difficult for me to feel at home for so many reasons. A new country. I went from playing in the final of the Champions League to being knocked out in the first stage after a few months later. It was a big lesson for me, but now I'm feeling a bit better. Again, and again. Former Manchester United star Paul Pogba's 4-year ban has been backdated to September 11th, 2023. This means that he will be banned from football until September 10th, 2027. By this point, the Frenchman will be 34 years old. His Juventus contract runs until June 2025, but could be terminated earlier. Pogba, 30, had been provisionally suspended since September after testing positive for DHEA, which enhances testosterone levels. According to Italian outlet La Repubblica, prosecutors refuted Pogba's defense that his positive tests were due to accidental intake. The anti-doping prosecutor's office has therefore decided to punish Pogba with a 4-year ban. The process may still have longer to run, however, with Pogba able to appeal his case by taking it to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Meanwhile, Jeff Stelling and Ali McCoist believe it's time for Marcus Rashford to consider a career away from Manchester United. The Wythenshawe-born talent has only ever known United after joining his boyhood club at just 7 years old, going on to work his way through the academy and becoming an integral figure in the senior team. In recent years, Rashford is undoubtedly the greatest success story to come out of Carrington, having registered 128 goals and 74 assists since his promotion to the first team. And he'll continue to be a role model for young Reds regardless, even if he one day opts to cut ties and take on a new venture away from Old Trafford. Most prolific campaign in a red shirt came last term when he oversaw a 30-goal season for the first time, also notching 11 assists as he played a pivotal role in ending United's 6-year trophy drought, scoring in every round of the Carabao Cup, including the final, and in claiming a top 4 spot. Such efforts saw Rashford rewarded with a lucrative new contract last summer. In July 2023, he put pen to paper on a 5-year deal and had his wages bumped up to a reported $325,000 per week. The England international has since struggled to replicate consistent form, however, and has registered just 5 goals and 6 assists in 31 appearances in 2023-2024 thus far. Analyzing Rashford's situation on TalkSport, Stelling suggested that it may be time for the forward to ply his trade elsewhere, saying, "I would sell. I would definitely sell because he looks so unhappy and out of sorts." But again, who would you sell him to? McCoist chimed in, "Do you know something? I actually think more from his point of view than anything. He just needs to get away and kickstart his career because his body language, he does just not look happy at all." Again, and again. Manchester United are keen on signing the Atalanta defender Giorgio Scalvini, and they will face competition from Chelsea. A report from Calciomercato, it claims that Manchester United have been keeping tabs on the 20-year-old central defender for a while, and they could look to make a move in the summer. The defender is likely to cost around $50 million, and it will be interesting to see if Manchester United are ready to meet the asking price. The Red Devils need to beef up their defensive unit, and Scalvini could prove to be an upgrade on players like Johnny Evans. Harry Maguire and Raphael Varane have been linked with moves away from the club as well. It seems that Manchester United might have to rebuild their defensive unit in the summer, and signing Scalvini would be a good start. Again, and again. Erik ten Hag has rejected the suggestion that his team would fear Manchester City ahead of facing their closest neighbors this coming weekend. City won 3-0 at Old Trafford back in November and have been victorious in 14 of their last 15 games across 4 different competitions since mid-December. United have had their own decent run of results, but remain a squad beset by injuries. Even with an apparent mismatch, Ten Hag didn't agree with the idea that United might have any reason to fear City when the question was put to him in his pre-match press conference. They have a good team. "But there are more good teams," the Dutchman replied. "They won everything last season, but we know, and that is the challenge. But also, Liverpool is a very good team, and there are more good teams. We like the challenge, and we are looking forward to challenging them." Ten Hag also wouldn't be drawn on Sir Jim Ratcliffe's comments about wanting to knock City and Liverpool off their perch, when the new co-owner borrowed a famous Sir Alex Ferguson phrase as he recently discussed his vision for the club. "For the manager, it's all par for the course. I think that has nothing to do with each other, but we want to win every game," he explained. "That is always our mentality and our approach in every game. It doesn't matter who is the opponent. But as I say, you always want to play against the best.